Diabetes is on the rise, and no, it's not a new social media trend. More and more people are being diagnosed, and many don't even know it until complications arise. But don't worry, early detection is the key, and with a few lifestyle changes, you can still keep your health in check. So grab your green tea or coffee, we're not judging, and let's dive into the early signs of diabetes, the different types, and how to take control before it takes over. What is diabetes, and why should you care? Diabetes is a chronic condition where your blood glucose, sugar, levels are higher than normal, and if left unchecked, it can lead to serious health issues like heart disease, kidney failure, and even amputations. Glucose, the sugar that comes from the food you eat, is your body's primary source of energy. However, for people with diabetes, the body struggles with either producing insulin, the hormone that helps glucose enter your cells, or using insulin effectively. As a result, sugar builds up in the bloodstream, creating a dangerous scenario. But don't panic just yet. Like anything, early intervention can make all the difference. Think of diabetes management like fixing a leaky roof. Catch it early, and you'll prevent a major disaster later. By recognizing the early signs of diabetes and making lifestyle changes, you can protect yourself from long-term complications and keep your body functioning smoothly. The 3 types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, the sneaky culprit. Type 1 diabetes is like a stealthy ninja. It can strike without warning. Typically diagnosed in children or young adults, but it can occur at any age. Type 1 diabetes occurs when the pancreas stops producing insulin altogether. Without insulin, the body can't use glucose for energy, and things get complicated fast. The exact cause of type 1 is still a mystery, but experts believe it's a combination of genetics and an environmental trigger that causes the immune system to mistakenly attack the pancreas. The onset is usually rapid, with symptoms developing within a few days to weeks. Managing type 1 diabetes requires a comprehensive plan that includes insulin therapy, dietary changes, and lifestyle adjustments. It's a lot of work, but with the right support and management, it's totally possible to live a healthy life. Type 2 diabetes, the common villain. Type 2 diabetes is the most common form, accounting for about 90% of all cases worldwide. It's the one that tends to develop as you get older, especially if you don't take care of your health. Unlike type 1, the body doesn't completely fail to make insulin. Instead, it becomes resistant to insulin's effects or doesn't make enough insulin. As a result, glucose builds up in the blood. The good news? Type 2 diabetes is preventable and manageable through lifestyle changes. So if you have a tendency to skip your workouts or go on a sugar binge every now and then, it's time to make some adjustments. Managing type 2 diabetes can often be as simple as losing weight, exercising regularly, and eating healthier. In the early stages, you might not even need medication, just keep things in check with diet and exercise. But if the disease progresses, medication and insulin therapy may become necessary. Gestational diabetes, the pregnancy-specific version. Gestational diabetes is a unique form of diabetes that only occurs during pregnancy when pregnancy hormones interfere with the body's ability to use insulin effectively. While gestational diabetes usually disappears after childbirth, it can be a warning sign that your body might struggle to handle glucose properly. This condition increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes later on, so managing blood sugar levels during pregnancy is crucial. Diet, exercise, and regular monitoring are key to keeping things under control for both the mother and baby. If you've been diagnosed with gestational diabetes, it's important to remember that while it's temporary, the need for proactive health management continues. Staying on top of your health during pregnancy sets the stage for healthier habits post-birth and reduces the risk of complications down the road. Early warning signs of diabetes. What to look out for? Type 1 diabetes. Quick and intense onset. Type 1 diabetes symptoms can develop rapidly, often within just a few days or weeks, catching you off guard. One of the first signs is excessive thirst and frequent urination as your kidneys work overtime to filter out excess glucose, pulling fluid from your tissues. This leads to a constant feeling of being thirsty, no matter how much water you drink, and constant trips to the bathroom. Alongside this, extreme hunger kicks in because your cells are unable to absorb glucose due to the lack of insulin, leading your body to crave more food. Ironically, despite eating more, you may experience unexplained weight loss because your body starts breaking down muscle and fat for energy instead of glucose. Fatigue soon follows, leaving you feeling drained, irritable, and unable to focus because your body isn't getting the energy it needs. Blurred vision is another common symptom, as high blood sugar pulls fluid from the lenses of your eyes, making it hard to focus clearly. If you notice these signs, don't wait, seek medical attention immediately. Type 1 diabetes is a fast-moving condition, and early intervention can make all the difference in preventing further complications. Type 2 diabetes, the sneaky, slow burner. Type 2 diabetes is a slow burner, with symptoms often so mild they go unnoticed until they worsen. Common signs include frequent infections, especially yeast infections in warm, moist areas like between your toes, around your sex organs, and under your breasts, as high blood sugar weakens the immune system. Slow healing sores can also signal high blood sugar, making it harder for the body to heal cuts and wounds. Nerve damage from prolonged high blood sugar may cause pain, tingling, or numbness in the feet or legs. Unexplained fatigue is another symptom, as your cells aren't receiving the energy they need, which can leave you feeling drained even after a full night's sleep. Unintentional weight loss is also common as the body starts breaking down fat and muscle for energy. Since type 2 diabetes develops gradually, it's often discovered during routine checkups, highlighting the importance of regular health screenings. If left untreated, it can lead to severe complications, including heart disease, kidney damage, and vision loss, making early detection crucial in managing the disease. Gestational diabetes, the pregnancy-specific signs. Gestational diabetes often doesn't come with clear or noticeable symptoms, which makes it tricky to spot. However, some women may experience increased thirst or more frequent urination. These signs can be subtle and are sometimes mistaken for typical pregnancy changes. Other potential symptoms include fatigue and blurred vision, but these can also be attributed to the hormonal fluctuations of pregnancy. Since gestational diabetes doesn't always show overt symptoms, it's crucial for pregnant women to stay proactive about their health. If you're pregnant and notice any unusual symptoms or have concerns, don't hesitate to speak with your healthcare provider. They can conduct specific tests, such as the glucose tolerance test, to check for gestational diabetes. The good news is that with early detection and proper management, gestational diabetes can be controlled and won't necessarily impact your pregnancy or long-term health. If you have it, the condition typically resolves after childbirth, but it does increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in life, making it essential to monitor your health moving forward. Proper management, including healthy eating, physical activity, and, when needed, insulin therapy, can ensure a healthy pregnancy for both mother and baby. Prevention and management. How to keep diabetes at bay. Prevention and management of diabetes come down to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, especially for type 2 diabetes, which is often preventable with a few simple changes. Start by maintaining a healthy weight, as obesity is a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight can significantly lower your risk. Regular exercise is key, aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity each week, whether it's walking, swimming, or even dancing. The physical activity helps improve insulin sensitivity and lowers blood sugar levels. Eating a balanced diet full of whole grains, vegetables, fruits, and lean proteins while avoiding processed foods, sugary drinks, and trans fats is essential. Foods high in fiber, like beans and whole grains, can also help regulate blood sugar levels. Lastly, if you're at risk, monitor your blood sugar levels regularly to catch any changes early before they become a bigger issue. Managing stress and getting enough sleep are also important factors in maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. Simple lifestyle changes, such as reducing screen time and incorporating stress-reducing activities like meditation, can further support diabetes prevention and management. And that's a wrap. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more empowering content just like this. We got plenty more tips and tricks to keep you on top of your health game. Got any questions or want to share your own experiences? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Your input helps make our community stronger. Stay tuned, stay healthy, and we'll catch you in the next video.